What up, Thompson Fantasy Football League? Welcome back. I know this is our second video, but, just want to say thank you for, showing up and everything. What up, Ryan? How you feeling?
Pretty good, man. Football's officially back. We just had our fantasy draft, and I don't hate my team. I could have gone a little better. We'll get to that when we talk about everyone's team.
So we'll just go through everyone's draft real quick and just recap them all. So best recorded draft class we have from Yahoo is Michael. Hit that shit. So Ryan, you want to tell us a little bit about his team?
Yeah, no. So his team's actually pretty good. He was kind of lucky by picking. What did he pick in the middle, right?
He picked right before me, so 10th.
Yeah. All right. So it's that's not too bad. Too far off. But yeah, when you pick Odell Beckham and Aaron Rodgers as your top two players, that's guaranteed points right there every week. And then Alex Collins, your running back, a little weak on the running back position, but at the same time, you only have one spot for that, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, a bit of a reach on Rodgers, but he is probably the top quarterback. So if you're going to go for him, might as well go for it. Although it's funny, on his draft summary, his best pick is apparently Mohamed Sanu, and it's also the player that is supposed to regress the most this year. So I guess a little mishap with Yahoo, but they do everything else so well. I think we'll let this one go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, as we learned last year, just because Yahoo says you have the best draft doesn't necessarily mean you have the best team. You got to keep up with it, because I think our former league member Tracy got the best draft last year, and she got relegated. So yeah. She's in the minors right now, trying to get back up here. And,
I don't know if she knew about that, and I don't know if she's happy about it, but we'll worry about that next year.
Yeah, that's future. That's future Ryan and Matt problems, not now.
Exactly. Okay. We got next with a B+ report card. By the way, Michael had an A. With a B+, we have Jordy's Juggernauts. Always, Chris has a really tough team, and this year is no exception.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris is always good about, for those of you who don't know, he's always good about picking up on the waiver wire, making the right trades. So there's a couple people in this league that are always very good about the right ads and everything. So I think he did pretty well though with DeAndre Hopkins and Christian McCaffrey, his top two picks. And I think with John Gruden out there in Oakland, Amari Cooper's going to light it up this year. Yeah,
I agree. Especially if Watson's playing the whole year, Hopkins is going to probably be pretty good. McCaffrey, always solid. Russell Wilson, I'm not too high on. I think Seattle's going to have a really down year, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, absolutely. But then next up we had the guy who picked first overall, Alex Wheaton. He is not last, apparently. But he took Todd Gurley first, then Travis Kelce and Larry Fitzgerald. Decent starting group up there. Maybe Larry Fitzgerald, if this was by 2010, would have been a little better.
Yeah, he's getting up there, but he still looks pretty solid. Still can produce numbers. Probably not your top wide receiver, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the only question mark I have with Alex's team is that he took two defenses in the top 10 picks. And,
not only two defenses in the AFC South too. So
yeah, Jacksonville's a good one, but Houston, I think that's just because he's a fanboy of them. So we'll see.
With that.
Good team though. So far, Yahoo thinks it's better than my team, so I can't say too much.
We'll get there. And now we have your dad, more than one win, which I think the Browns are actually going to be pretty good this year, but we'll get into that as the season goes on, hopefully. And he has a pretty solid team.
Yeah, no, absolutely. His team's not bad. I think getting David Johnson at 3 is a boom or bust pick. You know what I mean? We're going to see David Johnson 2 years ago, hopefully. That kind of came out of nowhere, but the guy catches the ball more than he gets it in the backfield running. So I think that'll be good. And then Joe Mixon, this is the year Joe Mixon finally, or his sophomore year, comes out strong. Doesn't beat his wife or anything like that. It'd be a good shot.
I concur with that.
So.
All right. Now we have Mark's team, newest member, and off to a good start. Pretty solid team. Don't hate it. How do you feel about his team, Ryan?
I like his team. There was a couple. Mark was picking right near us, and there's a couple times he took players that I was looking at taking, and I was like, shit. Every time I was because he picked 13, so I'd on the back end, he always takes someone before me. So Michael Thomas, I was looking to grab in the second round. He snagged him from me. And Chris Hogan. I really wanted Chris Hogan, and that's when I ended up having to settle for I think Josh Gordon's why I took Josh Gordon there. So yeah, I think Mark's got a good team. I think our newcomer is going to be just fine.
All right.
Your team.
Am I next?
Yeah, you're up.
How do you feel about my team?
I like your team a lot, actually. It's I'm a little jealous. We did a couple mock drafts together, so I knew how you're going to draft, and you executed a little better than I executed. When the pressure was on, you stepped up to the plate, and I think you drafted a good team. You got Leonard Fournette, Devontae Adams. Let's see how Kenyon Drake does. Hopefully, maybe he's not like always in your lineup, but you got Fournette, but he could be a good flex guy for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm really banging on Wentz. I knew that if I wasn't going to get him when I drafted him, that you were going to get him on one of your 2 picks after that. So I'm like, I got to go for it because if he's healthy and he's good, he's probably the best out there right now.
Oh, he's a goddamn amazing quarterback. I love Carson, Super Bowl champs, baby. And
He's not the quarterback for that.
Yeah, so yeah, I think
All right,
team. I think it'll be good.
All right, next we have Eric. Yes, with our first C+.
Yep.
Eric, he struggled a bit last year, but found his groove later on, and we'll see how this goes this year. Thoughts about his team? He has Zeke, AJ Green, Zach Ertz.
Yeah, no, I mean obviously I'm huge on Zach Ertz. Huge on Zeke Elliott. We'll see how AJ Green does this year. But I think his team overall will do pretty well. His top picks were pretty good. At this point in the Yahoo ratings and everything, everyone's kind of mushed together, the C pluses and the C's. So it's really going to be who makes the big offs, the waiver wire additions. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
all right. So next we have Brian Wheaton, our current champion. I don't think that's going to be the case this year, not just because Yahoo has him going 2 and 12 or whatever it is, but picking him back to back, especially last, has its benefits and has its fallbacks, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we all know Brian Wheaton's going to be active on the waiver wire, active on trades. Plus, last year I thought his team was overrated at the start, and he proved me completely wrong. So I'm not going to talk too much shit on him this time around.
He got my boy Cook too. I was hoping to get him on the 2nd round pick, but he beat me to it. Oh well. All right. So who do we have next?
I got Brian Thompson.
Is he still in this league?
Yeah.
Himself.
Yeah, he got Le'Veon Bell, of course, 2nd overall, then Tyreek Hill and T.Y. Hilton. So the guy's going to rely on the deep ball, of course. I don't know. I think his team sucks, but he could have drafted Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz, and every other Super Bowl champion Eagle, and I still would have said his team sucks because Brian sucks. He's not going to motivate his players like I would. That's for sure.
Yeah, you can't. He's not the commissioner anymore, so he has no control of how things work on ESPN. That's why he was so good on that while we were using that. Now since using Yahoo, he's not great. Coincidence? I don't know. Next we have Stephanie, who Stephanie always has a solid team too. Must be the Thompson in her. How do you like her team?
I like her team a lot. Having Jimmy, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is the real deal. But I like Jimmy G. She got Alvin Kamara. I mean, if you got Alvin Kamara, that guy's pulling Jeeps and weight and the weight rack while he's working out. A Jeep and a weight rack, that dude's built. He's stocky. I think she's got a good team. Like I said, though, every one of these next couple picks is kind of right in the same realm. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely. All right, next we have Randy's Warriors. Randy, another guy, always has a solid team. Got Antonio Brown on the Madden cover, though. See how that goes. A bit of a reach for Tom Brady early, especially at his age, but he still produces. How do you feel?
Yeah, same thing about Antonio Brown. You know what I mean? I think Adam Thielen's the big one. Let's see how he does with Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Vikings team's interesting. So we'll see.
Yeah.
That's a big get if he performs well like he did last year, but it cripples your team if you waste a 2nd round pick.
Absolutely. All right. Now we have Super Pete's team. I actually like his team a lot, not going to lie. He got Saquon Barkley, who I think is going to explode on the scene this year. We got Juju Smith-Schuster. If AB goes down for whatever reason, he's going to be the top guy in Pittsburgh. And other than that, he has some solid backups. Don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, you take you have two good running backs. You know what I mean? He's probably got the best two running back duo in the league with Saquon Barkley and Jordan Howard. Not many people would say that. So yeah, I think your dad's got a solid squad.
All right, and now we have you, surprisingly not finishing with the worst report card.
Surprisingly.
You mentioned already that like having Mark and some other guys pick before or after you, you were about to pick a guy and you got like swept up underneath you. So like you not struggled, but like finding the best player to pick up, and you picked two Browns receivers. So good luck with that.
I've been making fun of everyone for getting on the Hard Knocks juice, and here I am sipping it myself, thinking Hard Knocks is the real deal. And Jarvis, baby, if you don't watch Hard Knocks, just Google his speech to the Browns receivers. That guy's gonna go off this year. And Josh Gordon, let's see, anytime the guy's healthy, he's putting up 1,500 yards a season. So, or not healthy, just off the weed, yeah. Quote unquote. My boy Stephen A.
Yeah. But I feel like you have some solid players. Maybe work out some trades, move some pieces around. I think you'll be right back up there fighting for a playoff spot, no doubt. And last but not least, our newest newcomer is TJ. And it's a solid team. I think he's stretched for a few picks, especially for McCoy and Roethlisberger. But I mean, if he's high on those guys and he thinks they're going to produce, then can't blame the guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, I forget who they said had the worst draft last year, but whoever it was made the playoffs.
I think it was Eric.
And Eric barely missed. You know what I mean? So it's this Yahoo saying worst report card. I love Yahoo to death, but I don't think these report cards mean shit. So, but yeah, I all in all, I think his team's not bad. You know what I mean? Shady's still shady. You know what I mean? He's going to get you about 1,000 yards. Just might not be the way you expect him to get it. So it'll be interesting to see how he does this year.
For sure. And that wraps up the draft recap. I think everyone did a great job. Everyone was mostly on the whole time, so that's good. We'll wrap this up pretty quickly, so we just have a few short things to say. With the payment, Ryan, do you want to take over for that?
Yeah, so we've had trouble in the past with people paying. Tracy was collecting in the past. And so this year we're going strictly an online payment would be best. You know what I mean? Whether you pay by Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, Zezzle, if you need one of our bank account information, like direct deposit, anything you can get, you know what I mean? Whether or you can write a check the old-fashioned way. Basically, you got to pay by week 4 or reach out to someone in the family who tells it to us or tell us how you plan on paying. And if you don't pay by week 4 and you haven't reached out, we've tried contacting you, we're just gonna bench your lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is legit. We want to fix this issue right from the get-go, where we want people to pay straight up early, and so it can be done with. That's what we want to do electronically via Venmo. And now I know everyone probably can't do that, but if you reach out to any members or anything like that, or to us, we'll work some things out and it'll be fine. Just do your best to reach out and pay by week 4, and we can all have a great time.
And the big thing there is more just so whoever wins or gets second place gets their money on time, because last couple years it's you get the money before the next season starts. It takes forever, and we just want to kind of avoid that again happening this year.
And that's why we raised the price too, so it's more of an incentive to actually want to pay and actually get a decent money back, and that's what we attempted to do.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, Gronk is available for the right price on my team. And
real quick, who's your sleeper pick, best team, and biggest disappointment?
I'll give you my sleeper pick is Mark's team, actually. I'll give you that as my sleeper pick. I'll let you take over the best team and the worst team.
I want to pick myself, but I'm not going to. No, I think I am. I'm going to pick me as the best team. Right. My dad's my sleeper, and worst team, Brian Thompson, every day.
Oh yeah, that guy sucks. Never mind. Yeah, he's awful.
All right. So. Thank you guys for tuning in, hopefully, and we'll hopefully have another video in the next couple of weeks for the season, for week 1, for Eagles and Falcons.
Sounds good, guys. Have a good one.
Peace.